What did you do to her that caused that?
I didn't do nothing.
I do not believe that. Doctors don't believe that.
That's the thing. No one's gonna believe me regardless of what I say.
Well, take the test, you dickhead. Like, what? Sorry, chat. I'm kind of sick, bro. But, so if y'all hear me wheezing and stuff, I'm sorry, bro. Don't be cracking on me. But, hey, before we start the video, make sure you get you know, I got me some pasta. And make sure you get a drink, all right? Always. Like, every time you join my stream, that's a rule, bro. That's a rule. So lock in, bro. We finna learn about this, you know. We're gonna get yak to it. And I'm actually really good in psychology. So, you know what I'm saying? I give y'all a piece of my mind. But y'all tell me what's up in the comments, all right? Let's get it.
And then I heard her collapse on the floor.
The injuries that we're talking about are significant.
The doctors explained that the pain was so excruciating, that's probably why she was unconscious.
I was in the camper trying to keep her alive.
I do believe that you did try to keep her alive.
But I didn't do it.
Real quick before we get into it, I'm guessing that it's about, like, the title is like toddler's autopsy reveals boyfriend horrifying secret. So it's something about the boyfriend. Chat, what are you talking about? I've been watching Monster. I've been new psychology my whole life, bro. Like, come on now, lock in.
Anything to hurt her.
That's the part I don't believe.
I have no reason to hurt nobody for any reason whatsoever. They are just kids.
A 2-year-old child's life hangs in the balance after an incident inside a Florida camper. With no camera.
Bro, she is so... Bro, people who kill kids need to die, bro. I'm sorry. But, like, she is so cute. And this dude talking about something. Bro, I'm not lying. This dude is talking about something. I never do that. I can't kill kids. And he killed her. I bet so. I bet. That's so effed up, bro. We need Dexter in here.
And no other eyewitnesses. Police zero in on the one who was with her at the time, a man who says he has no idea what happened. It's not until medical findings come back that investigators realize they may be in the presence of true evil.
You know how sometimes you just get that feeling like these people ain't normal?
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On May 3, 2022, a case manager at Advent Health Waterman Hospital in Tavares, Florida, calls the police when a toddler arrives at the emergency room in cardiac arrest.
I have a 2-year-old that was brought in with suspected abuse. The baby's being transferred to the ICU at Advent Health Orlando.
The child's mother, Kristen, says that an unknown incident...
Holy shit. No Diddy shit, but she is so pretty. Where the fuck did she get her genetics from? Because her dad looked like bro. I can't even talk. I keep freaking wheezing, bro. She looked like a mummy. A mummified, alive mummy. I was like, where did that look like?
Incident occurred that morning while her baby was in the care of the man.
Look at this nigga. Glasses big.
And she'd been seeing recently. 24-year-old Travis Thompson.
Crazy, bro.
However, they didn't call EMS until they were at the parking lot of the Damn Smoker. So I don't know where the incident actually occurred because they pulled over on the side of the road and called EMS. They did not call EMS while they were at home.
So they called EMS on the way to the hospital?
Correct. They said that she was breathing, but they started CPR there at the house, and then they were driving, and she went unresponsive and pulled over and called 911.
As some Marion County Sheriff's deputies respond to the hospital, another heads to the child's home at an RV campground in Umatilla.
Sheriff's office, please come to the door. I need to talk. Nobody's in trouble.
No one comes to the door, so the deputy tries to find out what the neighbors know.
Do you know who lives here?
A couple with kids.
How many kids?
How many kids do they have? Two? Two.
Do you know their names? The reason I'm being, one of the small kids is at Waterman's Hospital and not doing too good.
Oh no.
So I need to figure out who lives here.
The guy's name is Trevor. Here, I'll tell you who can help you.
The guy's name is Trevor?
Travis, I think.
Travis. Did you see any abuse happening? Did you see anything?
As a mom,
yes, please. Anything.
Me and Adam do see them outside unsupervised often.
Any physical stuff?
She do crack.
No, but we do see him unsupervised quite often, and we'll like talk to him. And
Sure.
that's sad.
Yes. Confusing too.
It
14,
is.
17.
But sometimes you never know.
When you think you know someone.
I kept telling you something was off. I kept
Why do you say that?
Just, you know how sometimes you just get that feeling like these people ain't normal? It's just like that kind of, just that sense. Just that something was off.
The young girl's mother will tragically be coming home without her daughter. Despite the life-saving efforts of the ER doctors, 2-year-old Jacqueline Schwingle was pronounced dead early that afternoon. 5 hours after receiving this heartbreaking news, Kristen and Travis wait outside the camper while investigators look for any sign that Jacqueline's... Kristen early Travis wait outside... 5 hours after receiving this heartbreaking news, Kristen and Travis wait outside the camper while investigators look for any sign that Jacqueline's death was intentional.
How long have you been doing this?
4 years.
You like it?
Yeah.
Probably takes a toll on her.
It does. It really does. Emotionally, physically, mentally, all that stuff. But
I've seen an officer at the Denny's just by himself really sat in a whole corner table, just sat in the corner watching everybody.
So you gotta be careful.
I walked up, I was like, can I buy your food? And I sat with him, talked with him, you know, just like try to ease like the tension that he was feeling.
I'm not gonna lie, from a normal human or a normal person, you're like oddly really calm. Like the mom ain't even saying nothing, bro. And that's, I don't know, bro. That kind of throw me off sometimes.
Feeling, I was like,
a lot of times
I come here normally because like I work around here right now,
Yeah.
but I mean like nothing major.
Or she just do crack. I don't know. It could be both.
Ever gone on here.
Just saying.
But something major has certainly happened today, and investigators want Travis, the only one who was with little Jacqueline at the time of the incident.
Look at this nigga, bro. He looks like a Discord moderator. Like, what the fuck is he doing? What's he thinking about taking that, bro?
To tell them everything he knows, including the nature of
because she like
his.
How do you kill a kid?
Relationship with the child's mom.
Crazy, bro. And she like a mom.
Would you say that you guys like boyfriend, girlfriend, engaged, fiance? Are you guys just friends?
If you're asking me, I say that's my person because like my go-to, but like my best friend, but also like somebody that I love very deeply.
Pick one. Holy crap.
So I don't really know what you would call that, but like I feel like girlfriend would kind of be an insult to what I really feel and have with her. Since we've been together, everything that I've done and what I do has been for them. I'm a very selfless person.
With that unprompted remark, Travis tells detectives that he was in the bathroom that morning.
You said you handle, bro. We all handle him, bro. He kills. What kind of toilet is that, bro? I'm looking at my. I have two monitors. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, what kind of toilet is that?
When he heard a loud thump outside the door. Moments later, he saw 2-year-old Jacqueline lying on the floor, motionless.
So you pick her up. She's limp. You said she peed on herself and you.
Yeah.
And that was when it really clicked with you that something wasn't right.
Like it literally clicked. I was like, yeah, so this is not this isn't just like, okay, she's like choking kind of thing. This is a I can't breathe kind of thing. I was like, okay.
And so that was when you
immediately took over with CPR.
Okay, I feel bad because they may not even be a killer, and I'm on their ass. So if I take back everything I said, if they're not the killer, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you lay her there, and you called Kristen.
Yeah, told her first before anybody. That's the mother.
Now, you said you tried 911 a couple times.
Yes.
Then?
Yeah, it didn't go through.
Travis insists that whatever happened to Jacqueline that morning, he had nothing to do with it.
And there's no chance that tomorrow Jacqueline's going to have any sort of abnormal, any drugs in her system. There's no way she ingested anything that you left out, accidentally had, nothing like that. Okay, all right.
And I feel like you keep asking that because you found something.
There's a plastic baggie in your wallet.
Huh? From...
Is that crack? What? Everything they're showing is evidence, and like it's always drugs.
My wallet?
Mm-hmm.
What's in it?
I don't know.
That's not good. But no, I promise you, there should not be anything abnormal in her system. There should not be. There couldn't be. There's no way. Because I'm not dumb enough to leave even my marijuana, like even my weed. I don't leave that out for anybody to get a hold of.
So let me ask you this: you're watching after the kids, and you know you're super protective of them. I get that. So why then is there a loaded AR pistol right next to the bed that she was laying on?
That was actually
lying son of a bitch. See, that cop is smart. He got his ass right there. Right there. Nigga said, I don't leave stuff out. And then she just called him out. That's crazy.
They moved there this morning because normally that's kept up in the cupboard or it's underneath the bed.
Nigga, is that his weapon? Why do he have so many weapons?
I was going to end up cleaning it, but before I got the chance to, that's when I heard the thud, which the safety was on, and I did teach them about gun safety. Even though I know she's 2, she understood.
Because we've gone through this story 4 and 5 times.
Yes.
Okay. Every time you've completely left that part out.
Which part?
That you got these guns out of the cabinet.
Well, yeah, because I didn't really think that would have anything to do with it.
Okay.
That's my bad.
But Travis is right in that Jacqueline didn't die of a gunshot wound. The next morning, the investigators bring Travis to the sheriff's office to see what else he might be leaving out of his story.
Silver Springs. Dude, this looks like an old. I didn't even know these are still things.
What the fuck does he got on, bro? Bro, like, bro. Does he have stock, bro? What the fuck does he have on? Like, holy shit. Why can't he not pick a struggle, bro? What does he have on, dude? This nigga has, bro. Like, it don't even look like tights. It look like stockings or whatever they call it. What is this dude wearing? He looks like a homeless person.
2 detectives soon enter the room, and they start by trying to put Travis at ease.
Just so you know, this door doesn't lock, doesn't even have a lock on it. You don't have to talk to us. You can walk out anytime you want.
They say that shit, knowing if you walk out, you're gonna look suspicious as hell, bro.
That makes me look bad.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just not helping, I guess.
Well, I always appreciate help, but it's, just to clarify, you're not being forced to make any statements or anything like that. You know, we're just a couple guys talking in a room.
Okay.
And describe to me Jacqueline. What is she like?
Very hyper and energetic, as her brother is.
Very hyper and energetic?
Very, very outgoing. Very outgoing. She likes to be center of attention with her singing and like, oh, look at that and look at this. Okay. Very cute.
The detectives ask him to run through everything that happened at the camper from the moment he woke up yesterday morning, hoping that somewhere in that story they'll finally find an explanation for this tragedy.
And when I opened my eyes, I got Jason up, got him ready for school, took him to the bus stop, we waited, we talked a little bit about just, he thinks Batman's the greatest hero ever, and it's like money's not a superpower. Superman's the greatest. And that whole kind of thing, when the bus pulled up, I was like, all right, here's your bus, have a good day at school, gave me a fist bump, gave me a hug, we got on the bus, I went back, took out my firearms because they were going to be cleaned, but then I was like, no, never mind, I want to lay back down. I laid back down, and then Kristen was late for work because at that point it was like 8:30. She had to be there at like 9, but she just decided to be late. So then we both got up. Jacqueline was already awake, got her up. She wanted to go outside.
Man, like, God. She looks dead, bro. Like, she looks like a No I'm Not Human character cast, bro. Like, holy crap, bro.
I played with the chicken and the duck.
Bro, I hope she did. Like, well, no, I don't hope she did or had anything to do with this, but, like, I'm on her ass because her kid died. And, like, there's no way they have not had no communication over that. Because I'm sure one of their ass killed her. And there's no way they're both innocent. There's no way, bro. There's no way. So, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's why I'm on her ass, bro. Long neck ass.
They did that. I made coffee. Me and Kristen drank our coffee, smoked a cigarette. Me and Jacqueline went down to the lake while she went to work. And then after we came back, I put her on the couch to watch Cat Dog. She had her drink. I told her the cheeses were right there. If you want some, help yourself. I don't care. She was with Luca. I had to use the bathroom. I was in there for about 10 minutes, and then I heard her collapse on the floor.
Barring a few minor details, this story is one law enforcement has heard several times by now, and Travis has once again failed to offer any explanation for what actually happened to Jacqueline. Nonetheless, he continues his account.
So when I looked out...
That's pretty accurate to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Where the doorknob would be, she was just like laying on the floor, like, hey, you alright? she didn't respond. So I hit the door up. I was like, hey, you all right? She still wasn't responding. So I flushed, pulled my pants up, ran over to her, and she was like making a gurgling sound. Like I thought she probably swallowed some water down the wrong tube.
Didn't they just say like she heard a thump? Like, didn't they say that he heard a thump outside? So like, how would TB? He's really
or something, but that wasn't the case because when I picked her up, she was limp. She wasn't breathing. So I called Kristen immediately. I said, you need to come home. Like, there's something going on. She's like, what's going on? I was like, do you not hear her? She's literally trying to, like, breathe, and she's not breathing. So I started doing CPR. When I tried to call 911, it didn't even dial. It didn't even go through. It didn't do anything. So I was like, all right, so this is bad. This is bad. And so when Kristen got back, we loaded her up. I told her to just keep breathing into her mouth, keep doing the compressions, because like she's not breathing on her own. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. And so when she told me that she stopped breathing, we got on hold of 911 again, told them we needed an ambulance. They met us en route to the hospital. Met us at Old Crow Barbecue Restaurant.
The police report indicates that 37 minutes elapsed between the time Travis says he found Jacqueline on the floor and the call to 911.
How is discipline normally done by you?
If they don't listen to their mom and they don't listen to me, I just tell them to get in the corner. Because Kristen doesn't want me to like put my hands on her. I don't want to spank them either.
Yes, if I smack my mom real hard, my dad tell me to get in the corner. That's gonna make me rethink my life. It's gonna make me not want to smack her again. He says he was already caught when he had 30 guns and marijuana in his wallet. Bro, that looked like, hey, chat, that didn't look like marijuana. I'm telling you that. It was white, bro.
But I mean, if they're really out of line and not listening, and like we'll get like one pop and then still get put in the corner for like 5 minutes.
Sure, I understand. When you say one pop, like where would that be at on the body?
On the butt.
Okay. And would that normally straighten things out or fix things if you have to do something like that? No. No, it doesn't work.
No, they're relentless.
Travis claims to have no interest in spanking the children, but one of his neighbors at the campground said he had reason to think otherwise.
One time, it's probably about almost 2 months ago now, I had heard her arguing with them about hitting the kids.
About who hitting the kids?
Travis hitting the kids.
Okay. Did you physically see it?
I didn't see anything, but I heard them arguing over the fact of it.
Like, okay, when people commit crimes, like, honestly, I know they think of what they're going to say to detectives. Like, they don't think it through, though. And I'm not trying to, like, say they should or not, because they need to be caught, but, like, I'm saying, like, do they not ever think the cops are going to ask other people and not just them? And then if their story is accurate just by them on one-on-one, that they just leave everyone else alone? Like, do they not think of that, bro? Like, at all? Or do they just be like, this is why I got to tell cops, and they leave my ass alone? Like, no, that's not how it works, bro.
Don't touch my kids' camera.
So, now that you've been able to think about it for a day, what do you think happened?
I don't know. That's what honestly bothers me, because the deeper I think about it, I can't answer that. Like,
man, like he sound like he on drugs, bro.
I've asked other family members, like, what do you think could happen? There's like, oh, it could have been like a brain aneurysm, or it could be lupus, or this. And I was like, someone else mentioned lupus too, but I was like, there's no way. Or it's SIDS, and it's like, see, but no, she's 2.
And everything was fine all the way up until you went into the bathroom.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
Yeah, as soon as I saw her collapse on the floor, my whole world flipped upside down. I was like, what just happened? Okay.
Travis isn't finding his way towards an explanation, so the detectives reveal that they already know quite a bit more than they've let on.
Well, there was an autopsy that was done this morning, and like I said,
how did that come?
We're not doctors, and they haven't even released the final report yet. But Detective King, you were there, right?
I was.
Could you kind of describe what you saw then, so we can kind of get on the same page here and understand a little better?
So there's definitely, part of the reason you're here is there's definitely some physical injuries that she has. The injuries that we're talking about are significant. I can tell you from being there and seeing them go through this autopsy that I don't see how they could possibly be an accident, Travis.
I'm not sure either. I'm not sure what these injuries would be.
That's a card the investigators aren't quite ready to show, but they assure Travis that Jacqueline's injuries don't line up with his current statement.
Whenever the doctors looked at it, whenever they did the autopsy, they were looking at this injury and they're going, this injury doesn't seem to make any sense with this sitting on a futon and getting hurt thing. and you're with her.
It was something from before when she wasn't in my care.
So that's why a polygraph, a lie detector, would be so telling, because if it's outside of your care, you have nothing to do about it. The guy that does the polygraph, that's not us. It's somebody that knows how to work that machine. They'll be able to look at it, and they'll be able to get a better understanding for that. You know what I mean? It's something that I've seen people be able to tell their family.
Chad, let me know, bro. Like, if you were not, because I'm sure he's a killer. So if you were not and you were innocent, would you still consent to a polygraph or not? And polygraph, y'all don't know, is like a lie detector, basically. It just, I guess, a more specific thing on it. It relies on your heartbeat or something like that.
Families or loved ones, you know, look, I did this, and my name's clear on this. Would that be something you should be interested in doing today?
Not exactly, because I know within myself, and God knows that I would never do anything to harm
I
me.
do know it's not always 100% accurate. Like, a person could not be lying and their heart still or rate would still be up. I don't know the science behind that. I'm not really a polygraph person, but yeah.
Children.
But the detectives aren't quite as convinced, partly because of the skeletons lurking in Travis's closet.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've been worried about, accused of like abusing a child or hurting a child or anything like that in the past?
I have.
Is Chris?
Your brain just activated? How?
Aware of that?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Indeed, Travis was a suspect in a previous case from 2019, 3 years earlier, when he admitted that he broke a child's arm in what he characterizes as an accident.
Yeah, that one I can admit that I was not paying attention. I put him in the center of the bed. I turned around because I thought somebody knocked on the door. Looked out in the hallway. Nobody knocked again, and then I just sat down. Okay. But as soon as I felt him under me, I immediately stood up. I was like, "Are you okay?" Immediate remorse. Immediate, like, guilt. It's like, "Are you okay? Are you good?" Like,
but no one died in that case.
No.
Right. But somebody did die in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but that's nothing that was inflicted by me.
Yeah, I think they're trying to say is, why the hell are you off topic? We're not talking about that. Like, he's like, well, nobody died in that case, but in this case, someone died. Like, what the hell is he talking about?
Travis was never arrested in that previous case, but the investigators cannot help but find it suspicious that, in their words, lightning struck twice.
Are you a victim of child abuse yourself?
Yes. Why would I want to inflict that on anybody else?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out here is if something had happened to you as a child and it was traumatic, it can change the wires in our brain. That's what traumatic usually is. It means it affects people different ways. People that go to war come back with PTSD.
That used to affect me as a child, but then that cycle was broken by a very good family member of mine, my Uncle Andy. He talked me through a lot. He taught me a lot.
When I was on the road, I used to see people get in these arguments with family members, their mom, their dad, their girlfriend, and they would push or hurt somebody, and they don't even mean to even lash out with their body, but they are. And
bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Are y'all surviving? Cause like, I ain't gonna lie, I failed, bro. I'm gonna be honest, like I failed, bro. And listen though, I'm not like, we men, bro. If there is a female in here, it applies for you too. It's not just a boy thing, it's an all thing. But back to what I was saying. No, bro, chat. No, bro. Like, listen though. I'm not gonna do it no more. It's just like I feel it's the process of not doing it. So getting better. And like I did it and I was like, yeah, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get back to the video. And hey, just let me know how y'all surviving though, bro. How's it going?
Would forget, and then somebody would show me a cell phone video.
I never said I did to. Shut up.
And then they would say I just saw red detective or deputy at that point. I blacked out, and I don't even know what I was doing.
No, nothing like that. No.
Is there any spots or times you don't recall that would help us better understand what's going on with this injury?
No, because I mostly pay attention to everything that goes on around me and what's going on.
It isn't long before Travis begins to feel that he's being unfairly targeted.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I already expected that this was going to be something that was going to happen.
What is it? Why? What's that?
Because that's normally how it goes. That's just my luck. People think that I always have something to do with it. That I'm just...
They didn't even say it was him. Why is he being suspicious?
Mean, horrible person, this and that, but really straight up, I haven't done nothing.
I didn't say you had anything to do with it.
You haven't struck me the whole interview.
What we're trying to do is figure out where this came from.
The detectives acknowledge, however, that they don't believe Travis is giving them the full truth.
And the other part that I'm looking at, like we were talking about with you maybe forgetting something, okay? This time that you told this detective here what was going on, you said you tried to call 911 from the camper, is that correct?
Yeah.
Did you try to call 911 from the camper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you that too, but it really did not go through at all.
So here's the problem that I have with that, okay? You gave me consent last night. It records everything that phone does, and there was no attempt to call 911 from that camper. Like he mentioned.
Damn, he sucks at planning, bro. Like, holy shit. This guy sucks. Put him in jail. Put him in jail right now.
We're talking about the polygraph. You've taken a lie detector test, okay?
Look. Look. He's like, fuck. I'm going to jail.
Right now, I've got
going to jail.
Some information here that it looks like something's missing, right? You agree with that?
It does, but I'm telling you, I don't know.
And that, for your own protection, you want to go down there and sit down with that detective in there and go through that process with him and show, hey, look, I passed it. I'm telling you the truth. This is exactly what happened. Then I take that and say, yeah, okay.
I don't need a polygraph test to tell you that.
I don't know you any better than you know me.
It's just another way that.
Yeah, but how would I know you guys aren't trying to turn anything around to use against me?
Dumbass. Like, do he expect them to believe that he just got 2 inconsistent questions wrong, or more than that? But I only captured 2, and he expects them just to believe him. Like, what is he thinking in that small little Discord moderator brain? What is he thinking?
Kind of sounds like
really think? Look, you know they try. Look at their edge up lines and look the way he's sitting. He's been doing this for years. Old buddy right there. Old buddy right here. You can see his edge up line. The freaking thing is above him, bro. Every time their edge up lines push back, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like the long hair, like, bro, they've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
What do you think? What kind of setup?
I don't know. Like you guys are trying to get me for something. But if there's a broken bone within the time of when she's been staying at her mom's and we have not exactly been together all the time, then that had to have been some point when I didn't have her. Because normally when she's with me, she's super chill. She's happy. She does not care.
I can tell you from the timeline and speaking to a doctor that has done this for decades, the timeline doesn't line up that way either, with it having happened previously.
With yet another explanation off the table, the detectives go speak to Kristen in a separate room.
If he's not the murderer, I'm getting canceled.
Leaving Travis to his thoughts.
What kind of question is that? I don't know. Broken bone. Broken from what?
Elsewhere at the sheriff's office, Kristen tells the detectives that she'll take a polygraph if it will help the investigation. Meanwhile, Travis, who was aware of the camera above his head from the moment he came in this afternoon, continues to talk and, perhaps, rap.
Put this nigga in jail, bro. He is rapping, and he's slow as shit. He knows. Everyone should know when you go in an interrogation room, there's going to be a camera. If there's not a camera, I mean, they're just ass. Their police force is ass. Their interrogation force is ass. But this nigga is rapping. Bro, if he bro, if he's innocent, bro, he still need to go to jail. Because that's like...
That like makes no sense. Isn't that right? No, dude. I said you.
So he do know it's a camera because he know he did it. Unless his mummified baby mama did something.
This isn't a setup, okay? Yeah, whatever. That sounds like a setup.
His thoughts on the conspiracy against him are soon interrupted by a most unwelcome phone call.
Yeah, yelling would not be your best choice right now. Mom, I'm not in the mood to deal with you. I'm really not. I got enough going on, so what is it? What are you calling me for? Yes, I know Uncle Andy's advice. Thank you. Mom, don't start your with me.
Put his ass in jail. He's talking. He's cussing his mom out. Hey, if you cuss at your mom like that, you're going to jail by me. I'm going to put your ass in jail.
Okay, bye. I'm not dealing with you. Why do you make everything worse?
Soon, Kristen requests to see him and, according to the police report, pleads with Travis to take a polygraph. He refuses, and when the detectives return to the interview room, they decide to get very clear on the kind of case this is.
When we're dealing with medical experts and people that all they do is look at things and they see things and they see people that are in car crashes and plane crashes and then they see the injury that is on Jacqueline, the conclusion ultimately that we're learning that they're coming to is that this is going to be ruled as a homicide. Okay?
Homicide.
Yes. So to define what a homicide is.
I know what a homicide is.
Yeah. That would be that her death is the result of your actions.
The detective explains that the only thing left to determine is whether Travis hurt Jacqueline on purpose or whether it was some kind of accident.
Bro, it don't matter. This nigga lying like hell. Even if it was on accident, his ass need to go to jail. He need to go to jail. I'm never doing that.
Fell down on something causing a very serious break. Then you're embarrassed. You feel shameful. You don't want her to be upset. I get that.
Seem embarrassed or shameful?
Well, see, that's what I'm kind of worried about here, because 99% of the people that I talk to at least show some kind of like outward emotion. They feel upset. They're like they show some kind of sadness or something, or they show something other than contempt or suspicion. But the whole time I'm talking to you, you look very suspicious, very paranoid, very non-remorseful, if you will. And that's what I'm trying to get here is, are you this like 1% of the people that I talk to that actually doesn't care at all about what they did? That
of course I care.
They go out and they find kids to just take out their anger on? Or are you somebody that was abused as a child, went through physical abuse, has, I don't know.
Yes. He just got abused as a child. No way.
Problems.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, bro. I spread awareness on that, but he, you better stop cussing, bro. You gonna get banned.
With taking care of children, which is why there was something in the past that happened.
This is literally crazy. This is literally crazy.
Are you a kind of guy that just says, I'm not taking a polygraph. The whole world should believe me.
I'm telling you, everyone with the trash ass hairlines be most try hardest, bro. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't hurt any kids. Look at all these things. They're just accidents. They didn't happen. I don't know what happened. This is crazy. And then they just say, this is crazy. Could you imagine, like, all the things that we've learned, all at what we've seen with the injury?
What does 3P'd mean? Or
what we've learned about the timeline, and then we tell you all of this, and your statement regarding all these things is, this is crazy.
Travis tells the detectives that there are other factors, including Jacqueline's recent hair loss, that could help explain her death. But along the way, he says something that sets off their alarm bells.
And there's been times where she would even say, my back hurts. And like even me and her would look like, you're only two. How does your back?
Shut up and just go take the freaking polygraph test. Like he can, like just go take it, bro. Just go to jail.
Back hurt.
Okay. When would that come up? That's the first time I've heard that.
I mean, we talked about hair coming out. We talked about all kinds of stuff. I don't remember talking about that.
At random points, she would just be like, "Oh, my throat hurts, my back hurts." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like you've done nothing. You just got out of bed. Why does your back hurt?" She'd walk around like her spine hurts or something, but yet she'd go outside and play. She'd go with her mom. She'd go with me to the store. Like she was fine.
The detectives don't linger on the troubling implications behind these remarks, but they will confront Travis with them soon enough. In the meantime, they merely emphasize once again that this would not have been a pre-existing injury.
Travis,
this nigga's so stupid. He know there's, bro. Okay, Dexter, right? They can see what happened after the person's dead and before. I'm saying, chat, making all the excuses. This was 4 weeks ago, and usually they like channels like this, like if it's for a recent, it's probably like 2 years back or forward. Does he not know that they can check if there's an injury while she recent, while she was dead or anything? This nigga's my spine hurt. Like, bro,
I sat.
Put this nigga in jail, bro.
In the medical examiner's office, and I watched them do an autopsy. There are bones that are broken, and they are.
And post-mortem means when the person's dead, by the way, if y'all.
So severe that there is no playing while this happened.
He trying so hard, bro. He's saying
my back hurts.
Bro. Just by ugly, bro. Just by these tights, wherever the fuck they are. He need to go to jail. I don't know what the hell he got on.
I can tell you from looking at it with my eyes. This is why I said I feel like a target, because I never done nothing to these kids, dude.
Shut the fuck up and go take the fucking polygraph test then, nigga! Ah! Take it!
I have no reason to hurt nobody.
And then he's getting loud, and then he's gonna look stupid when he's the killer,
They are
bro.
just kids.
Shortly after Travis makes his impassioned speech, another detective drops by with some news from Kristen.
If I was a detective, bro, and a person got loud at me, I would just say, go take the polygraph. Go take the polygraph.
Oh, okay.
I probably couldn't do that, though, because they'd probably walk out, and that made me get demoted from my job. But we ain't going to talk about that.
Who said that? That's from Kristen. Kristen said there hasn't been any...
I'd be a rage baiter interrogation.
The baby's not complaining about her back at all. Is that right?
Y'all know.
Well, that's what we just learned it right now. So, this is a setup, dude. This is a setup. Yes, because literally I've seen her. We have both watched her.
These two gentlemen right here with receding hairlines set you up, Discord.
Wait,
all right.
My back hurts.
He's right.
My throat hurts. Okay.
And he's sassy.
So now I'm
him.
telling you that, and
Let's
she's
believe
saying
him,
otherwise.
chat.
There's
He's
no one
sassy.
trying to set you up here. Oh, that's what I feel.
He got holes in his pants.
We're telling you
we want to go take the lie detector.
Okay.
Let's believe
Detectives
him.
try once more to get Travis to open up, but Travis soon decides that he's heard enough.
Because I'm telling you, it's going to come back as a homicide. That's ridiculous.
Dare that nigga to walk out. I dare him
You are going to be involved as the last person that would hit someone that died from homicide. This is completely separate than what happened before, where you said that you sat down on someone's arm, and then also that child happened to have their teeth knocked out or whatever. This is separate. Let's go ahead and put that one in the past. I didn't tell you that. I read the report while you...
Bitch! He's a detective! He said, I didn't tell you that, as if the detective hurt him or hurt the girl. What the fuck is he talking about? He said, listen, I didn't tell you that. Bro, my hair, if I was a detective, my hairline would be receding all the way back. Because these niggas stupid as hell, and it's making me mad.
We're in there talking to her. I've been trying to learn, like I said, it's fluid and dynamic.
That's why you brought it up earlier, and I know that's why you brought it up. That's why I told you.
Okay, so we're trying to learn about everything that you've done, everything that you do.
Yeah, everything from my past that literally has no relevance to who I am now.
Well,
okay, nigger. Okay, nigga.
I would say that a prior report of child abuse would probably be important for us to say to...
4 years ago?
Even if it was 10 years ago. I mean, these
are... Not the same person. Even then, I wasn't that person.
Well, I would hope you're not the same person, but we're sitting here now, and we're trying to sort something out now.
You guys said I'm free to leave, right?
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get you out front, okay? We'll get Kristen so you can get the car keys, I guess, and then you can be on your way.
The detectives leave him alone for a moment where he shares some part.
What y'all think the detectives gonna do? This nigga was so stupid. Y'all think they go in the back and start like talking about
thoughts with the empty room.
Wow, this is ridiculous. What the?
Bro, why his crock look like a knife? Like, what's going on, bro?
Travis walks, but detectives catch up to him outside the sheriff's office to finally reveal the truly horrifying nature of Jacqueline's injury.
How would we not know if it was one of the nurses that moved her wrong or anything like that?
Because the nurse wasn't at the camper with you.
Yeah, I know that, but when they got to the site and they started picking her up and putting her on the stretcher, how would I not know it was one of them?
The injury that she suffered is how she got in that condition.
But the thing is, no one can explain to me what this injury is.
Her spine is broken.
Her spine is
broken. And it's a huge deal. Very serious break.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's not something I could inflict on a child.
I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro.
That's also not accurate. Now, I felt it was odd during your portion of the interview where...
Looking at the way he smiled, he probably couldn't hurt a child if he tried. No, he can. Like, I'm not even gonna troll, bro. This nigga just said, I couldn't inflict that on a child. like, holy
we
shit.
get to the broken bone, we start talking about things. It's not specific where the broken bone was, but somebody during that interview, Travis, you discussed the injury or the complaints about pain during that interview, Travis, you
somebody in that area, Travis, you
discussed the injury or the complaints about pain in the back, and then you even went as far as to point to a general area. Again, those are clues.
Something inside of you knew that she was going to have a back problem that was going to come up, and then we come out here. We didn't tell you until we came out here that it was a spinal issue.
That completely blew my mind. I don't understand.
It didn't blow your mind because you knew specifically where the injury was probably going to be discussed.
You knew it was going to be somewhere in her back because of what happened.
You gotta quickly say, that's over here. I've sat, the person looked different, the person's name was different, but I've heard this exact same story about a thud that happened down the hall.
Okay, so you're going to compare my story to something else?
Yes, I am, right now.
Yes, nigga, you weren't even gonna take the test. I'm comparing you to everyone.
100%.
Alright, then I want to go home.
Nobody.
This nigga.
Stopping you from going home. You got the keys to the car. It's over there.
No, I don't. I have the keys to my Jeep. That's broken.
That's a car! That's a car! That's a car! The fuck?
Going home. You got the keys to the car. It's over there.
No, I don't. I have the keys to my Jeep. That's broken.
Are you outside?
Yeah.
Is anybody holding you hostage?
No, but I mean, I don't want to be rude. Just walk off.
Walk off? You're not going to offend us.
Sure.
100%. If that's the thing you're into, man, listen, all it's going to do is leave unanswered questions.
But as it turns out, Travis isn't quite as free to go as they suggest. Earlier, he sent some text messages to Kristen suggesting he might do something drastic to himself that would bring this entire situation to an end.
Yeah, with all this going on, yeah, it kind of makes me want to. Because I didn't do anything, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to live with myself knowing that I can't answer anybody's questions with the answers I don't have.
Take the test then.
Why am I being fucked up? He's going to explain it.
So, take the test
Travis, because of some of the statements that you've made, I have a little bit of a concern for your well-being.
Are you Baker acting me?
We are.
We don't want you to hurt yourself.
I can't, in good faith, after what you've said, the text messages, the conversation that we've had, let you walk away from here knowing that that's the way that you feel about things.
That's how I feel about everything.
Travis is transported by a deputy to a mental health facility, and what follows is a slowdown in the investigation as detectives wait to get the full reports from the medical examiner. Those reports come back in September, 4 months later, and it's at this time that Travis is arrested and brought back into the interrogation room for one last talk.
Just take a seat right there.
Can you put these in front of me?
For right now, you're going to stay like
Hell
that.
no.
Just take a seat.
And then he still got them knife Crocs on, these banana boat Crocs. Like, what is he wearing? Why they bend up like an elf shoe?
God damn it. Goodbye, job opportunity.
Since we're done, we're going to come in and talk to you. So let me get somebody to move those handcuffs.
Is it actually going to be a talk, or are you going to sit here and tell me exactly what it is I did, or what you guys
You're in cuffs. Shut the hell up.
think I did?
I know it's been a while since we talked.
No one's talked to me, but I can tell you I've been harassed
Chat, bro. If this guy's not the killer, I'm going to get canceled.
the entire time.
Well, I'm really sorry about that. I don't think I haven't harassed you in any. We haven't talked to you at all.
The family.
Alrighty, hang tight.
You're the family.
Yeah, get his handcuffs moved to the front. We'll talk in 1 second, okay? Let me just get all this stuff taken care of.
Travis gets his cuffs moved and finds himself face to face with the detectives once again. This time around, they aren't holding anything back.
So, what I want to know, Travis, is what actually happened.
We went to the lake. Kristen went to work. We were there for like 20 minutes. I brought her back. She wanted to watch Cat Dog. So I put on Cat Dog. I went to the bathroom. I heard something hit.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he's mentally ill. I just think he's dumb as hell, bro. Like, sometimes you can't tell the difference between if a person's mentally healed or just dumb. I think it's the second one, though, bro.
Before I opened the door, she wasn't moving. Unresponsive.
What was the injury that the doctor...
Last time I was here, you guys told me that her spine was snapped. But how is that not something you catch at the hospital when they first gave her CAT scans and x-rays? They don't just miss that.
Well, now they
Right
do.
now, bro.
And I have...
No, they don't.
They do. I have...
My sister works in the hospital. She told me this. She's literally a professional. You don't miss stuff like that.
She might be, but I have the x-rays and I have the explanation as to why it was missed in the x-rays. Because of the way the break was, it did not show up in an x-ray, okay? I was there, I've seen this. But just to tell you what the doctor put is that she had traumatic injuries to her torso with a disarticulation. Do you know what disarticulation means?
Hell no. I knew it, bro.
Through and through break of her lumbar spine. Travis, there is no explanation.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You guys think I'm withholding information? I've told you everything. I don't know. You don't think this bothers me? The entire time I sat in jail, it didn't bother me? The entire time I've been out, it hasn't bothered me? That there's no explanation?
But the lack of explanation doesn't stop Travis from throwing.
Hey, like I said, bro, I don't really know science behind this, but if anything to do with, the S word, when a person want to hurt themselves, I don't think always you're ill when you do that. I don't think always. That's just me personally. I don't think you're always ill.
Throwing theories at the wall in the hopes that something will stick.
All I can really tell you is that in that 10 minutes of me being in the bathroom, she was out there with Luca. I don't know. It's probably an injury that happened before and finally caught up. I know that's possible.
So you stumbled out there.
That could have been when I was giving her CPR. So how would I not know it happened at the hospital?
Sure. Well,
because if you missed it the first time and somehow it magically appears the second other time you give an autopsy.
So this new thing we've shifted to now is that the hospital staff broke her back in half? Because I just want to know before I...
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay,
how do you miss that in the first place? When was the body released? Because they have no issues messaging me, asking me how I sleep at night, sending me her remains in a plastic bag in a meat container.
Travis, what we're doing... Nick, who sent him... Bro. Who sent... Who? Who sent him remains in the plastic bag? Who? Oh my God, my head looks gigantic. Holy fuck me. I promise my head's not that... Bro, I promise you. I just have my hair pulled back. Holy shit, my head looks big. Please don't. No, actually, I'm not even going to give y'all an idea. My head looks big as fuck.
I say something and I try to bring
crap.
up a certain topic.
Hey, shut up, chat.
And then you
shut up. Wait, no.
Look over here.
Why does my head look so big?
We go to something else. You're talking about the hospital breaking her back. You're talking about not believing the x-rays. These things are all...
Holy fuck.
What is there not to believe?
We're telling you. We're not making any of it up. I promise you, we're not making any of this stuff up. And we're going to have to talk about what really happened, because what you've told us so far is not accurate. And I want to put the train back on the track and talk about real things. And the real thing that happened, that her back broke. And that moment that you knew she wasn't okay. And you weren't in the bathroom sitting on the toilet when you know that when that happened. Whenever she changed and she wasn't, and I hope you want to take it back, when she wasn't okay anymore. I want to go to that moment, and I want you to tell us about that moment.
Which moment?
When she wasn't okay.
When she wasn't okay, I freaked the out.
What did you do to her that caused that?
I didn't do nothing.
I do not believe that. Doctors don't believe that.
That's the thing. No one's going to believe me regardless of what I say.
Well, take the test, you dickhead. Like, what?
The truth would be explained by...
I've told you the truth. I told you everything that I know. You have my phone. You documented everything on my phone.
Take the test then. Take the test.
You got all these other people that want to throw their opinions in there just because they don't like me.
It probably is too late,
The detectives explain to Travis that the medical personnel on the case don't know him, and they offer him possibilities that actually fit with the evidence.
We would be interested in knowing exactly what the mechanism was that this happened. Was it a super hard hug? Was it a over the knee break just stop crying? That aspect we don't.
Bitch, what's wrong with you? He would probably do some shit like that. That's the crazy thing. He would probably get his kid, put him on, do the Batman, bro. He'd probably get his kid, put him on his knee and stop crying. Like, bro. Like, don't act like that, bro. Don't act like that, bro. Do not.
Not much. But the point is that we're trying to understand how the injury occurred. You're there. There's a moment. It's something I'm hoping you're not very proud of. And we're hoping you can explain that to us, Travis. We're not here to judge you.
The moment when I open the door.
No, Travis, we're here to judge you. We're here to judge you. Ain't that right, chat?
And she's unresponsive. That's when I freaked out.
That's not how that happened, Travis.
That's how that happened. I was there. I saw it with my eyes.
I guess we could play it like that. He breaks her back. He lets her lay on the ground dying, and he goes.
Hey, Chad, how y'all like my hoodie, bro? I know it has nothing to do with the freaking thing, but how y'all like my hoodie, bro? It's Christmas time, bro. It's Christmas time. Y'all can't lie. Y'all like the hoodie. It's Christmas time, bro. It's Christmas. And yes, Thanksgiving has not hit, but if y'all have a problem, say it to my face.
Man, I was in the camper trying to keep her alive. I believe that you did that.
Liar. Why would you
believe that you did try to
say
keep her
that?
alive.
But I didn't do anything to
That's
hurt
so
her.
suspicious.
That's the part I don't believe.
Of course you don't. No one does, right?
Other detectives rotate in to question Travis, and they are all united on that.
The story's bull. It's simple as that.
It is.
You know it is.
Yes.
That injury incapacitated that little girl. Okay. At no point could she ever do anything ever again. And maybe, just maybe, had you been honest at the beginning and called 911, and call 911 instead of calling Kristen. You called 911 and then told them exactly what happened. Maybe I got a little frustrated that she'd be still alive today. We wouldn't be sitting here. But you hid it. You didn't call 911. You hid it from Kristen.
And you lied about calling 911. Like, why can't he just give up?
It from the doctors at the hospital. You hid it from the personnel in the ambulance. And she could have maybe been saved. And you're hiding it still. And this is your opportunity.
When you say I should have called 911 first, yeah, I should have.
Yeah, you should have. But you know what else you should have done? Is not do what you did to that little girl.
In addition to their questions
He's about to
what
crash out,
exactly
bro.
happened inside
He about to crash
camper,
out,
the
Chad.
detectives have
He is
deep
about to
concerns
crash
about
out.
Travis and Kristen's recent breakup and how it may have affected his state of mind.
And I can see all these text messages, Travis. You say that this breakup and all was in the back of your mind, and that it was stressful, but it was all right. Where your phone paints a different picture, Travis. Or your entire conversation with Kristen is you begging her to come back, and her saying, "Travis, leave me alone, or I'm going to block you." And then
Holy
you sending
crap.
her.
W. Kristen, bro. W. Kristen. Like, no telling what would happen if she was still there with this guy.
10, 15, 20 text messages in a row, phone calls, all of the Google searches that you were doing of how to fix your relationship, how to get your ex-girlfriend back, all of these different things that you're doing this entire time that all of this is going on.
Only a week or so before Jacqueline's death, text messages show a relationship on the decline. At one point, Travis texts, "There's no way you're that up or that of a person to literally sacrifice our friendship to get what you wanted and then string me along and us go through what we did." In a later exchange, Kristen texts Travis and says, "We should both be capable of supporting ourselves without the expectation of depending on the other." Travis responds, "Who gave you that unrealistic expectation? That literally sounds like if anything were to happen to either of us, we wouldn't be there to help each other at all." That message was sent less than 24 hours before the incident in the camper.
I can see that emotion in these text messages. And I can tell you from what I've been told from...
Bro, W detectives, bro, they're on his ass. Like, I feel like every time they just get smarter and they be on someone else's ass, their hairline just start to receive more.
The people that are also involved in this is they see these text messages of you extremely upset because the girl that you love has just told you that she doesn't want to be with you, she doesn't love you, and she's moving out.
Hey, chat, real quick, Q&A. What game should we play tomorrow? Put in the recommendation box.
She tells you all of that. You feel like this entire time that you've been with her has been completely wasted, and she's turned her back and walked away on you. I have your prior history where you broke another child's arm. It was an accident. That child also showed history of previous injuries.
That's from his dad.
That family.
No one, see, look, my past, no one's been bothered talking to me.
Travis.
Again, just like this time, no one's bothered to come talk to me.
Bro, oh my gosh, like, I would be so mad at this guy, bro. Like, he's pissing me off.
And I can tell you
I'm
everything.
sitting here to talk to you right now.
I don't want to go back to jail, dude. I didn't do nothing.
So I'm looking at
Your ass going to jail, Travis. One way or another, you're going to jail.
Previous reports. The family's telling me that the kids start getting hurt when you're around, and then let me finish.
All right, bet.
Ends up in the ER with a broken arm, and all these incidents that get explained that he fell into a play set, and all of these different things that happen, and then fast forward 3 years to the day
You don't think I haven't thought about this?
What's welcome to the game?
Bad.
But despite that statement, the detectives aren't sure Travis understands exactly how bad it is.
Everything that I'm looking at, all of these test results, all of the findings, all of the opinions from these doctors that have done this for years, shows that this is possibly something that you plan to do.
Plan to do.
Yeah, just repeat everything they say. That's gonna make you sound smart.
Yeah, so I told you in the parking lot.
Yeah, first degree homicide. What's
like?
Do you know the implications of first?
No, I don't. I don't.
It's eligible for the death penalty.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Look,
I didn't say that.
I mean, a long enough timeline where we're all gonna
first
pass
degree
away,
homicide.
That's not what he's saying.
Yeah, you're not gonna die, but like you're gonna die eventually. That's basically what he just said.
Well, the death penalty is plausible in a first degree homicide. Hey Travis, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to paint you in the picture so that we can move away from that a little bit.
I don't want to die, dude.
Yes, you do.
Once again, the detectives encourage Travis to give them an alternative explanation, such as his emotions getting the better of him in the moment.
If I'm such an emotional person, you think I wouldn't express
F
guilt?
my kid.
Well,
I don't
I
want to
think
die.
someone that would have
He has not
remorse
said
and would
a single
actually
word
care
about
about
his
kids
kid,
and
bro.
things would have some
He's
kind
only
of
been
guilt.
defensive
I'm
about
a little
himself.
on the edge about that. You seem like maybe
be
you're really
honest,
into you and you aren't really into other
I
things.
can care less about my own well-being. Thank you.
After he just said, I'm gonna die, I can care less about my own being. Bro, it's them Crocs he got on. That's what it is.
But the detectives say that's not the story they read in his text messages.
Exactly, and the text message.
They paint a completely different picture because all of your text messages to Kristen and everybody else are all about you, what you want, what you need,
bastard.
all centered around Travis. Where you're using Kristen, a single mom, to support yourself. You're living in her camper. All of this stuff that's going on. You're asking her
I
for
didn't
money.
even know that. This guy was fussing at a person.
Accusing her
Bro.
of abandoning you and leaving you alone in the camper.
I yelled at his mom, yelled at the person that he was living with, killed like bro, go to jail, bro. Just those two alone, bro, need you you need to be put somewhere, bro. Somewhere.
Begging her to come
Some
back.
sort of discipline.
All of
bro.
these things, all about you.
Travis, do the right thing.
I'm doing
Do something that's not for yourself.
I didn't do it. That's not me convincing myself. That's me digging my heels in and trying to put on a face. Sorry, being fake isn't one of my best personas.
I would argue it's pretty high up there.
At several points in the interview, the detectives urge Travis to think about what this will look like inside a courtroom.
When you say that you've never harmed her, I don't think anyone in the entire world is going to believe that at all.
I don't know is my honest answer. And that's unacceptable.
I will make sure that I document that is your answer to our question of how 2-year-old toddler Jacqueline is dead. I'll make sure that I document your answer as I don't know.
You're going to sit before
What is that? He's going to jail anyway, Chad. It don't even matter, honestly.
Judge, the jury, everybody under the sun, and Travis is going to say, I don't know what happened to this innocent little girl that just wanted to watch cartoons and have a sippy cup, and then her back ends up broken.
Exactly, bro. He is so inconsistent. Because, how you going to say you don't know? But he just said earlier how she was complaining about her. Bro, even if he didn't kill her, his ass need to go to jail. Because, if your kids wakes up every day, chat, tell me, if your kids wake up every day saying their back hurt, are you going to be like, well, just walk it off? Or, what are you doing that's making your back hurt? Or are you going to try to at least do something to help? Bro, look how innocent she looks, bro.
Is broken.
That's so sad,
She bleeds
bro.
to death in pure agony and pain.
Which I don't believe that
Yeah, believe it. I'm telling you.
I don't know why the 2-year-old.
I'm telling you, it's those Crocs, bro. I'm telling you.
Succumb to
I'm
back
telling you,
snapped in
bro.
half and bled internally and died in agony on the table while the hospital
Doctors
spent 3 hours trying to
save her life.
Right.
They have no idea what's wrong with her. There's somebody that does.
Yeah.
Doesn't provide any information on
Right.
how it could have happened.
Like the ER doctor that I talked to, that she was crying in the hospital because she couldn't save the 2-year-old that came into her hospital because she didn't know what was wrong.
I'm going to jail. We all going to jail.
Now she's gonna live with
Had they have given her an ultrasound like Kristen asked,
Or had you told them the truth? Or back up a little bit further and you had not done what you did to her? Come on, Travis, blame the doctor. The doctors explained that the pain was so excruciating, that's probably why she was unconscious.
She was unconscious.
Okay. That's why you started giving her CPR.
When's the last time you gave a conscious person CPR?
Never. I've never done that.
You dumbass, bro. I wonder what he's thinking in his head, bro.
Travis never gives the detectives a version of what happened to Jacqueline that matches the evidence, and he resigns himself to his likely fate.
This is not
I
going
wouldn't
to
repeat
be.
yourself.
This isn't going to be like your misdemeanor violation of an injunction.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna get out anytime soon.
You're
I'm
not
probably
gonna
gonna get the death penalty and die.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what's going to happen.
I'm not even going.
Oh, for me, it's always the worst case scenario.
Hey, Chad, let's search this guy up.
Victim Travis.
No,
You know the
try me with that.
Victim Travis. Who do you care about besides yourself?
Nobody.
That is apparent.
That's a true statement.
That is the first truth.
According to a press release from the state attorney's office, the medical examiner determined that Travis applied significant gradual force to the victim's upper and lower body and bent her backward beyond her natural range of motion until her back broke.
The camera necessary.
24-year-old Travis Ray Thompson was charged with first-degree murder and went to trial 3 years later in June 2025 without ever admitting any responsibility for Jacqueline Schwingel's death. Despite that, it only took the jury 2 hours to decide. He was convicted of first-degree murder and given a life sentence. In a statement, the state attorney said bluntly, "Life in prison is too good for this kind of evil." Travis has appealed his conviction. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering...
I feel like life in prison is worse than death. Like, honestly, bro. Honestly, just saying. Like... When you kill someone off of that, it's like putting them out their misery. But when you put someone life in jail, it's like I mean, I understand of the victim's family because like they like, oh, I want his ass dead. But I feel like in reality though, like a person wouldn't want to sit there knowing they're in jail for the rest of their life. But if they got death penalty, the only thing that's gonna do is scare them. Like, I feel being scared of a death penalty is the exact, I don't know a word for it. It's like the exact equalness of having a gun pointed up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. Or solitary confinement. Like, that's worse.
In case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
All right, that was the end of the video, chat, and live stream. Hey, make sure you tune up tomorrow because I'm gonna be playing some games. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's either gonna be Nun Massacre or No, I'm Not Human. But make sure to join up. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to my page and see the days I stream on. So yeah, y'all can, you know what I'm saying, just remember that and y'all can join up as well. But I love y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm gonna have a Discord link in the description so y'all can give me more recommendations. I'm gonna post when I'm live and stuff. But I love y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Bro, I forgot. Oh my Lord. Peace.